So today we will look at the process of prime factorization. So what is prime factorization? So prime factorization is a process of writing a number as a product of its prime factors. So if we have a number, okay, and we write that number as a product of its prime factors, then we have uh, done prime factorization on that number. Okay, we have performed prime factorization on that number. So basically, there are two primary methods of prime factorization. One is the tree method, and the other is the ladder, or it is also called as the division method. For this class, let us look at the tree method. Let's take an example. So let's take the question: prime factorize 60. Okay, so what we basically will do is, since the tree method, we will branch it out. We will branch it out and we will try to write that number as a product of two numbers. So let's take 60, okay, and we are going to branch it out, okay, and try and write 60 as a product of two numbers, okay. We can write it as anything. So basically, I can write this as two 30s are 60. Okay, now look at these two numbers. What I see is that 2 is a prime number, whereas 30, it's not a prime number. So as soon as we get a prime number, we put a circle around it and we stop. We don't do anything further to it because we got a prime number and that's the end of it. But if we have a composite number like 30, we will further factorize it. Okay, so let's factorize 30 further. So I can write 30 as maybe I can write it as 3 tenths are 30. Okay. Now among 3 and 10, I see that 3 is a prime number and 10 is not. So once again, I circle 3 and that's it. I do not do anything to 3. I look at 10 and I try to write 10 as a product. So 10 can be written as 2 5s are 10. Okay, I see that 2 is a prime number and I see 5 is a prime number. Once we get all prime numbers and we cannot factorize it further, we stop. So now we can write down 60 as the product of 2 times 3 times 2 times 5. If I multiply 2 into 3, 3 times 2 and 2 times 5, I get 60. So what we have done is we have prime factorized 60. That is, we have written 60 as a product of its prime factors.